It's pumpkin time. Alright, today we're going to work on the pumpkin today. We have some brake lines that need to be redone. If you saw some of the other videos, I bought a new tool. It's right over here. Oh yes. Look at that beauty. So we're going to use this guy to try to fix a problem. Let me show you what that problem is. Oh, gotta get down. All right, see how that was all nice and I wouldn't say polished, but it was at least brushed. And it has been leaking for a little bit. Got some on the ground. So now I have to take off this bracket, which I already started doing. Got to clean that off. I did make this bracket. The original had it down here on the tube. I kind of wanted it on the center to keep the wheel travel and not trying to bind that up. So what I'm thinking I might do, because this is so nasty, is that I will redo the bracket, paint it again, because brake fluid eats away at metal, it eats away at paint. We want to get this taken care of all the way down to the ends. And what I might do is actually, maybe I'll repaint this guy with just some rattle cans. I did put some PR15 on it, but I'm not thinking it's anything left of it. So we're gonna just do some rattle can. It is a trail rig after all. So anyway, also it looks like I got a wheel cylinder leaking. We'll look at that as well. But that's what we got to do. That is on the agenda. So I'm gonna get this guy out and get the brake lines out so that we can remake them with a new tool. Alright, so one thing about the on the last video that we did with the Wagoneer, and we're trying to get the pipes off for the cooling, go ahead and invest in some pipe tubing wrenches. So these are a little bit different than a regular because it connects all the way around. These work out great because this, I'm thinking, is going to be quite rusty. Yeah, I'll say it's rusty. I'll hit that with a wire brush, hit it with some paint. Should be good to go. Now I did suck all the fluid out of the tank or the reservoir, but obviously there's some in the lines. It's just gonna leak. We'll clean it off and when we repaint it. Alright, so we got our pipe cutter. We have our lines that actually don't look too awful bad. You can definitely tell that they need to be redone. This flare right here actually has dimples in it now. So, first thing we need to do is cut these off. So I'm going to try to get it as close as this as possible because I really would like to reuse this guy. And hopefully you're not getting too much fan noise with these fans, because it is in North Carolina and it is hot. Try not to sweat on you guys like I did last video. Alright, don't forget to ream it out. Beautiful. Alright, let's get our tool. Stop calling me a tool. Alright, if you saw the unboxing of this, you would know that we have 3/16. We're going to use a 45-degree bevel on this. So we're going to put it down in the tool. And then we're going to take our... Alright, don't forget to put your fastener back here in the back. If you flare this before that fastener is on, you're not going to get it on. So, let's see what we can do here. Now, the only thing that's a little concerning is that this thing is not that straight. So I'm hoping we can straighten it a little bit, I hope. If not, I'll have to bring out the roll of it and make some new ones. Alright, well, should be alright. We're gonna find out. Op 1. Op 2. There we go. Beautiful, look at that. Oh, so beautiful. Why did I not have this before? Actually, you can see the new one. See how it's right there at the edge? Now look at the old one. It's almost beneath the edge. So let's redo that one as well. Here's another tip for you. Don't try to start your engine with one of these, because look on the label, non-flammable. They do sell some that is flammable. And also, if you're ever going to use this to clean a part to weld it, please get the non-chlorinated type. This has chlorine in it. I'm not going to use this to clean off a part to weld it. Figures. That's why you buy it by the case. There we go. Oh, I got some on the truck. Oh well. It might improve it. Piece of garbage. Alright, while that's drying upstairs, let me get my gloves back on. And we're going to try to wire brush that axle a little bit. Maybe I can throw a little bit of spray paint on it. We'll see. I don't know if I have enough brake clean left though. I kind of use it a lot. I might have to order another case. Let's get it. Alright, you probably saw that a little bit. Can't really get in there much. I think I'm going to have to be pulling the axle out. Wonderful! That's awesome. Got some jack stands. Pretty much, actually it is pretty straightforward on this truck, seeing as that I have already, I'm going to have to bleed the brakes anyway. Drop the drive shaft, drop the 2 shocks, and the back hangers for the leaf springs, and it rolls right out. So we're gonna do that. Yeah, we're gonna do that. All right, let's go. Fell out. Alright, so I have some wheel spacers on there because the rims that I have were just a little bit too close to the suspension. Now I did notice one thing. Looks like I did not fill in a hole, which just allows a bunch of dirt and stuff like that to get in there, so I'm gonna have to flush all this out. Got my vent tube, which unfortunately ripped off on the trail, and dirty, dirty, dirty. So I'm going to continue to tear this down. The battery is about to die, so I will find another battery and bring you back to the party in a minute. Alright, it's another day. Actually, it's almost a week. I was kind of busy trying to do family stuff. So there she is, all nice and, well, it's painted. Even brushed up the cover a little bit. But it has been sealed. I have new seals, new bearings on both sides. That was on a different video. You can watch that. I believe it's supposed to post coming up soon, so check that out if you want to know how to change the bearings on an AMC 20. So what we're going to do right now is put this on the jack, stick it back underneath the pumpkin. Let's go. Chris. All right, there she is. She is in underneath the pumpkin. All right, so it is painted. I gotta go run upstairs and grab the bracket for the back of this thing. The one that we painted earlier, that was completely disgusting. So we're gonna put that back up there. We're gonna put the brake lines on. We're gonna fix the vent tube that I just kind of threw on there, but it didn't fit, but it's okay. Okay, so all of the suspension parts, leave them loose until it's riding on its own weight. Once it's on its own weight, go ahead and rip down on them. These guys right here, it's a 19 millimeter. Go ahead and make sure those guys are tight. These guys here are 19 millimeters. Now these guys here, tighten them up as much as you want. It will stretch the bolt. Don't worry about it. You just do not want these to come off. And like I said, I have new, these shocks are toast. Look at that, it doesn't move. That is nasty. So I have some more of these on order. This should be here on Tuesday. That one too. And we should be ready to rock and roll. Now if you notice, I have a little bit of a wedge right there. Now for that, what it does is keep the drive angle on the pinion more in line with the transfer case. This particular rig has about a 3-inch lift on it, and with it being such a short wheelbase, before I put those in there, I had a lot of driveline vibrations. This brought it up so it doesn't put the CV joint, U-joints in a bind, and it did a whole lot better. The only problem with running those type of things is that you do raise the pinion angle up a little bit more, which if you have a well-designed axle, this is an AMC 20, I'm not sure if it's that well designed, but it will limits oil getting up to your pinion bearing. So just keep an eye on that. It should be fine. It didn't go up that much. I think it's only maybe a 3-degree wedge, so it works out pretty well. So I'm gonna button this up, and then next time you see it, hopefully we'll be riding down the road. All right, let's go. All right, well, like I said before, everything is in. I just put the brake lines in. What a pain in the butt. If you caught it, what I said at the very beginning of actually making those brake lines, and actually I had to make them a little bit shorter. Thought I had enough room. I didn't. I had to remake them. So I just put some in. I still have to fabricate some brackets and that type of stuff to actually, because you don't want anything of that rubbing on anything. If you get a leak in one of those lines, it's really hard to fix on the trail. So I'm gonna fabricate some just some little brackets to try to keep that off of everything, and then bleed the brakes and put some wheels on it. But before I do that, I need to get some new shocks, and that'll probably be a separate video. So until then, keep watching, subscribe, hit the bell, and keep working. We're gonna get this thing on the road again. And it looks like the next thing would be a transfer case leak. Something on the transfer case is leaking. So I will fix that. Looks like the front diff is leaking. That should be an easy fix. And other than that, I think we should be good. Hopefully no more leaks, and we can be a little bit better to the environment. Anyway, keep going and have fun. Later.